Sometimes you got to take a step back for a major comeback. At the Afrikansuperstar.com, we believe in African pride. We believe in resilience, and we believe in flexing. Our new collection, African Superstar X Ghana, is comprised of over 200 new styles for men and women. Styles that will enhance your confidence. Styles that will make you stand out. Styles that will demonstrate your love for the continent. By us, for us. You can rest assured when you shop at theafrikansuperstar.com that your product is going to be high quality, long lasting, vibrant, and comfortable. We look forward to you shopping with us today. www.theafrikansuperstar.com, bringing Africa to you. What's up, guys? It's Gina Ifoe, the one and only African Superstar. As promised, I wanted to prepare a video, 10 reasons why I'm single. Now, I do want to say single in air quotes because we have a saying here in Africa that no person is ever really single, which is true. People have boyfriends, girlfriends, side chicks, whatever situations. And, you know, like I have stated for the channel, I'm actively dating. I'm currently dating someone right now. So, you know, there's a difference, I guess, between casually dating and that relationship being a committed, you know, serious relationship heading into longevity. Unfortunately, the person I'm dating at the moment, he's a bit younger than me. And so therefore, you know, it probably would take some time for it to matriculate into marriage. But, you know, we like each other, enjoy each other's company. So it is what it is. But moving on, I want to give 10 reasons as to why I'm probably not in a marital situation or a very serious relationship as it stands. So the first reason is I'm not desperate. Okay. I do get a lot of attention from gentlemen, you know, people asking about me through friends, obviously online, my DMs, all that stuff. I use a dating service. You know, I would say that my issue is definitely not attracting them. It's just connecting with them and having enough common denominators to move forward. Unlike people that would be desperate, a person that would be desperate will take any attention that they can get. Even sometimes if they're not able to get the opposite sex, they'll then become bisexual, or they'll start swirling, or, you know, they'll do whatever it takes to have someone. I'm not in that situation. I'm kind of like, you know, who is it? Boozy. I want what I want. Like, I'm not desperate. So that's probably number one. There are some people here on the continent that assume because you are foreign and you're single that you are desperate, that you're willing to do whatever, that you're willing to cash them out and do papers and all that stuff. So my number one reason would be I'm not desperate. Number two, which I did a whole video to elaborate on this, is that I'm Pan-African. Okay, so my Pan-African values are top priority to me because I'm thinking about the next generation. You know, I've made the move to the continent, but what good is that if, let's say, for instance, I meet someone, get married, and we move back into the West, then we give birth and raise our children in the West. I really haven't done the transition. You know what I'm saying? Because me being here was about getting the partner, and now I've got him. I'm heading back to the madness. No, I'm a real Pan-African. I want to live here on the continent. I want to bring up my family here on the continent. It has been a stumbling block because a lot of people do not have the same interests, you know? Number three, I'm only attracted to African men. I've been around them so long that I'm only really physically attracted to certain attributes. And for instance, when I lived in the UK and I was living in a place where it was primarily, non-black, you know, it would even be seldom that I would see someone that I was interested in, you know. Plus, I just find the men here on the continent just much more attractive. You know, they're fit, they're eating good food, they're happy, they're less stressed. You know, they're in their natural environment. So I would say that's not necessarily been a problem since I've been here in Ghana, but prior to that, you know, being able to kind of locate the kind of men I'm interested in, it could be a challenge in certain settings. I don't want a lot of baggage. Unfortunately, a lot of our people have the worst habit of racking up all this baggage in their life in their youth, okay? They're coming to you with emotional baggage. They're coming to you with financial baggage. They're coming to you with children. You know, some people that you might deal with here or maybe even abroad, they have immigration baggage. And it's just like, it's a lot. It's a lot, you know? And I look at my life and it's kind of like I have my challenges and things like that, but I don't have an excessive amount of baggage. So I really don't want to take on someone who has a lot of baggage, and a lot of our people have it. You know, it's a turnoff for me to meet people, and it's like you're trying to think about how you can work with them and how you can, you know, blend your worlds. And it's like, oh my God, this is just going to be so colossal. I don't want a lot of baggage. Okay, I'm not bringing a lot of baggage. I don't also want to inherit a lot of baggage. The next one is pretty substantial, is people's perception of me. Obviously, educated world traveler, business owner, you know, pretty, intelligent, etc., etc. The list goes on. People have a certain perception of me. Some people think I'll be high maintenance. Some people think I'm the strong, independent Black woman. I'm a bitch. I got an attitude. This is all before they even see me, before they actually know me or interact with me, you know. People have all kind of expectations. Oh, you know, you're not, you know, when it gets into Africans, it's, you know, lighter skinned African women, sometimes they're not seen as to be domestic, or that they are not going to be faithful, you know, that they don't make good wives. And there's all these kind of stereotypes that tie in. A lot of times I would say, you know, people perhaps that I would be interested in may have a different perception of me than what is accurate. And I know this because whenever I talk to people or I get to know people, they're always really surprised. And they're like, wow, I didn't expect this from you. And I didn't, and that just leads me to beg the question of, okay, what did you expect? You know, you must have expected something, you know, that's vastly different for you to express that. So yeah, perception. Whew. The next one is mutual. I want a relationship that's mutual. Okay. Which means I don't want a man who loves me more than I love him, or I don't want to be loving the man more than he loves me. I want a mutual, you know, situation, you know, where we both are interested in this relationship. We're both interested in building it together. Mutual relationships are very difficult to get, believe it or not. You know, which is how I know a lot of people are lying in their relationships and they're not happy in their relationships, because people are getting with each other for all kind of ulterior motives and not because they're mutually interested. When you're mutually interested, when challenges come, you know, the two of you will rise to the occasion because both of you have a value in that relationship. When it's not mutual, you will often see one person always extending themselves to maintain the relationship, to fix the problems. You know, if the other person is trying to leave or whatever, you have this one person that's like, no, please, let's stay together. You know, I don't want that situation. I want a mutual relationship. Okay. So sometimes when I see that maybe I'm extending more interest, or that person's trying to, you know, get in contact with me, I'm not really interested. When I see their calls, I'm like, oh God, I know that it's not a mutual interest. And, you know, I wouldn't go further with those kind of situations. The next one is I don't play with the red signs. Yeah. So when I start seeing the red flags, you know, we recently had this like popular trend on social media, people putting red flags and all the things they don't like. I don't joke with the red signs. When I start seeing people, you know, showing certain things, or they say certain things, or they behave certain ways, you know, maybe they get mad, they let something slip out when they drink, they get a little loose with the tongue. Yeah, me, I don't joke with that stuff. Yeah, no, I don't. I don't. And I'm kind of like a light switch in the respect that I can get just turned off really quick. And when I'm turned off, I'm either going to like you, or I'm not going to like you. That's how it is. When I meet you, I'm either all in or not. And it never changes. That's the way I've been since I was young. I get a sense about a person and it's either yay or nay. But if you get on that nay side somehow, it's a wrap. The next one is I'm not wildly religious or willing to convert. Okay. I will say I did date a very, very wonderful gentleman in the UK who was a Muslim man who is polygamous. He gladly would have accepted me as his, second wife if I would have been down. But obviously, when you marry a Muslim person, one of the criterion is that your children are going to be raised that way. And obviously, you need to have a respect of their traditions and their rituals and their way of life. And I'm not willing to get involved in that. Gentlemen that are just wildly religious. There was a gentleman here in Ghana who's a pastor, super fine, ultra fine. Melt your face like beautiful chocolate skin, unbelievable. But he's a pastor, and I thought that's not going to go with my lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? I'm not into that. I'm not into the parameters that we set for ourselves via religion, for instance. So that has also been a reason why I'm single. And last but not least, I'm old-fashioned. You know what I mean? I think there's a certain way to do things. I think there's a certain way to do relationships. I like, gender roles. I think, letting the man be the head of the household, and selecting a man that's suitable to be the head of the household, because some men want to lead, they don't know how. Some men don't want to lead and their women are trying to force them to lead. I just want a man who understands his role and position and does that. I don't need to be telling you every little thing to do. You're a man. You should be able to make decisions. I'm old-fashioned, and being old-fashioned in 2021, yeah, it makes it hard. So we always have this habit of immediately blaming women, for their status. I'll gladly take the status of I'm the reason why I'm single because of the things I've gone over in the list. And it all goes back to not really being desperate. I don't think my expectations are too high, unlike some of you that want high value men and a man with a rocket ship and a yacht. And I don't need all that. Okay. I just need a mature, Pan-African brother that I'm attracted to, that likes me too, and I would say, like I said, whether or not I express it on the channel, because I am very private about my love life, doesn't mean that things are not going on behind the scenes, You know what I mean? I have a very active love life. Let me put it that way. I have a very active love life. So anyway, guys, leave your comments below about what you think about this video. Until we meet again, stay black and true. If you ain't black, just stay true.